Alright, what's going on, guys? So slept in a little bit today. We're off to a late start. My hotel room doesn't have any windows, so it's a little hard to wake up with the natural light because there is none. But today we're going to be on the southern islands. Took the ferry over, and I have about 5 hours until the last ferry leaves, I believe. So we got about 5 hours to fish. Gonna try to hit up a couple spots here. So this is gonna be spot number 1. I fished this island last summer, but I'm going to try to fish some of the spots I didn't get to fish when I was here last time. So we're in spot number 1. Let's drop some shrimp around, and let's see what we can get into. Alright, so there's our rig. I ended up finding a couple more of these larger split shots tucked away somewhere. We got a size 18 hook with a little bit of shrimp. Let's just start out dropping along this wall over here, and let's see what we can pick up here. Got him. What's your first fish of the day? Of course it is. Alright, so first fish of the day is the diamond, aka bubblefin wrasse. This was by far the most common fish that I caught from Singapore last summer, and it seems like we are off to the same start. So we'll get this one back. Would like to limit these guys if possible, and we'll see what else we can find here. Got him. Guess what it is? Yeah, so very next drop with the same piece of bait, didn't even have to rebait, and we got ourselves another little diamond wrasse. So like I said, this was the most common fish here last year, and I'm sure we're gonna get more of these guys today as well. Got him. Let's see what we got. Alright, so it's not a diamond wrasse, which I'll take, and I have never caught one of these in Singapore before. I didn't catch any of these last summer during my 2 weeks here, but I caught plenty of these a few weeks ago when I was in Thailand. So this is going to be a white streak monocle bream. So better than a diamond wrasse for sure. Would have been cool to catch this guy last year because that would have been a new species. But still a cool catch. First one of those guys from Singapore. Oh, got him. That was a big hit. Oh, man. Alrighty, so this is going to be an anchor tusk fish, a different type of wrasse, and the most common wrasse on these islands. Not in Singapore. I think the diamond wrasse is probably the most common in Singapore, but on these islands, at least in my experience, it's been these guys, and that was a really nice hit. Thought it was going to be something else, but let's get this guy back, and let's keep fishing. Got him, little guy. Alright, this is going to be our third species of wrasse for the day. This is going to be a brown stripe, aka pearly spotted wrasse. So first time catching one of these guys off of the southern islands, but I caught several of these last summer on mainland Singapore. So no real cool species yet, but let's get this guy back and let's keep trying. Got him. What do we got? This might be a new species. Alright, so not completely sure what it is. Appears to be something in like the jack family. Something like a, well, I guess the US version would be like a blue runner or something like that. maybe some sort of scad. Not entirely sure, but I am almost certain I've never caught this before. So pretty sweet catch. There we go. What do we got? Oh, some sort of a sergeant. Alright, so this is going to be a Bengal sergeant, I believe. Pretty cool looking sergeant species. I don't know if they're named after like the Bengal tiger, because they got like a little tiger pattern on them. But still, pretty cool catch. At least the first one is. Hopefully we don't get too many more. I did see several different damselfish hanging up over on that piling. But let's get this one back. Let's keep fishing. Got him. Oh, this is a different type of damsel. This is another one of the damsels I saw hanging out by the piling. Alright, so I believe this guy's going to be a silver demoiselle or something like that. I believe it's in the chromis group. Caught 2 of these over on this island last summer. And this is my first one this summer, obviously. But yeah, several different damselfish hanging out on that piling. But I believe they're all these guys, Bengal sergeants and Indo-Pacific sergeants. Got him. Let's see what we got. Is this another one of those same ones? Yeah, so unfortunately I believe this is going to be that same fish we caught a couple fish ago. Not sure what it is yet. Try to figure that out later. Seems like something in the jack family though. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a grouper. Alright, so we got ourselves a grouper. I believe this is going to be a chocolate hind. I always pronounced it hind, but now I think it might be pronounced hind. Either way, new species for the day. I believe I caught 2 of these when I was here last summer. Pretty cool catch, but not a new one for the life list. But yeah, pretty cool catch. I like groupers. Got him. That was a nice take. What is this? Oh, something new for the day. Alright, so I believe this guy's going to be a white-shouldered whiptail. And if I remember correctly, these guys like to poop all over the place. There's a little coming out, but not as much as I remember. But another new species for the day. Little white-shouldered whiptail. Alright, so we are in spot number 2, a couple, maybe a couple hundred yards away from the last spot we fished. Just another seawall. Let's see if we get a different variety here. I'm sure we're going to pick up a lot of the same species, but if we can get a couple different ones and maybe a new one I've never caught before over here, that would be great. Got him. See what we got. 'Cause Alrighty, so first fish from spot number 2 is the same fish that was our first fish from spot number 1, the rather annoying diamond wrasse. Ooh, that was another nice hit. Let's see what we got here. Another anchor tusk fish. Alright, is it our second one of these guys for the day? I think that's right. It's a really cool looking fish, very beautiful colors, a lot going on. Got some purple, yellow, orange, some more boring brown, but then it's got all these little orange freckles on the head. So cool looking fish, and I love the way these guys hit. It's just a giant thump, and you feel like you got something really big on, but it ends up being just one of these guys. Got him. What is this? Alright, looks like we got ourselves another white-shouldered whiptail. So my first time ever fishing these islands, I caught probably well over a dozen anchor tusk fish and white-shouldered whiptails. That first day, these were definitely the two most common catches, and they seem to be pretty plentiful right now as well. Another little white-shouldered whiptail. Oh, got a little guy. Little anchor tusk fish. Look how cute these little guys are. So much cuter than when they're a little bit bigger. But it looks like spot number 2 here is producing just like my first day on St. John's Island last summer. A lot of anchor tusk fish and white-shouldered whiptails. So let's get this guy back. Let's find another spot. I don't want to just repeat the same species over and over again. Alrighty, so spot number 3 for the day. Let's fish around these mangroves for a little bit before the tide goes completely out. And we'll see what we can pick up over here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Come on. Alright, I believe this is going to be a crescent grunter, a couple species of these grunter type things, so we'll double check later. But there's soap, oh this guy's so spiny, but there's soapfish down there which I am trying to catch. They are moderately interested in the bait, but this guy came over first. Come on dude, let's get the hook out, let's try to catch those soapfish. Got a hit. Is this another one of those guys? Looks like it. Alright, second one of these guys for the day, and there were like 2 more that followed him in as I was reeling him in. So, I guess there's a lot of them here. I'm disappointed I missed those soapfish. But let's get this guy back, and let's see what else we can find down here. Got him. No, I don't got him. Alright, so I saw one of those soapfish like very slowly coming over to look at the bait, and right as it got to the bait I felt the hit, so I thought I had him, and I guess this anchor tusk fish came out of nowhere at the last second to grab the shrimp. Got him. Let's take a look at this guy. Alright, so this is a really neat looking cardinal fish. There's a pair of them down there, and I believe they're orbiculate cardinal fish or something like that. Caught a couple of these guys last year, but when I caught them last year I caught some small ones. This is a big one and it looks really, really cool. Reminds me a lot of like I think they're South American angelfish, like the freshwater angelfish. Really, really cool looking. Alright, so here's the last thing we're going to do today, at least I think the last thing. The tide's going out, and I would like to get some gobies. So I got a little tanago on here. I'm running out of the bigger split shot, so again I'm going to go with 3 little ones here. Right now I'm just going to cast out and drag bottom, but as the tide goes out and more pools form, I think we'll fish the pools and see what we can get. That did not go very far. But let's drag bottom here, and let's see what we can find. Got him. Let's take a look at this goby. Alrighty, so this is the first of what hopefully will be many gobies to come. It's some sort of a frillfin appears. Not a dusky, I don't think, which is great. I caught some duskies here last year. Might be a Maget's frillfin, or there's like a third frillfin that I'm not remembering right now. And hopefully it's that third one, because I've never caught that third one. But we'll take some pictures of this little guy, and we'll see if we can figure out what he is later. Oh, this guy was super aggressive. Alright, so this guy kind of came up off the bottom to hit my shrimp before it even got down to the bottom. Another frillfin. I don't know if it's the same species or not. I don't think it's a dusky. But as always, we'll get some pics. Hopefully we can ID at least one of these guys. Maybe both of them. Maybe they'll both be new species. Or hopefully at least one of them. Anyway, let's get them back. Got him. Let's pull him on out of here. Let me just move this rock that he's stuck under. And we got him. Alright, we'll skip the photo tank for this one. Believe this might be a Maget's. I'm not sure, but it looks very similar to the one that I caught last year, so that's kind of like a 50-50 guess, 50-50 going based on at least some sort of knowledge there. But let's get this guy back, and let's keep going. Got him. Oh, this is, I think, something different. Yes, let's go, let's go. Alright, so this guy is going to be some sort of a shrimp goby, I believe, and not one of the common ones. Like the pink spotted shrimp goby should be all over here, which hopefully we'll catch later. But this appears to be one of the rarer shrimp gobies. Oh, such a beautiful fish. It's got these blue dots all over the body, a little bit of pink, all that barring. So yeah, this is going to be a new species for the lifelist pending ID. And it's definitely my favorite catch of the day so far. This thing is gorgeous. There you go, dude. Got him. What is this? Alright, so I know all these guys look really similar. Now this I think is going to be a dusky frillfin, because it does have all these little whitish, maybe baby bluish dots on the body, which I believe this is the only species that has those dots in this area. Caught several of these guys in Indonesia a couple days ago, but I think it's our first one of these guys for the day from Singapore. Got him. Alright, so I believe this is the same species that we caught earlier, some sort of a shrimp goby. It came out of the same sort of little tide pool here, just out of a different little hole within the tide pool. I saw something really, really dark, which this guy is, and all the frill fins are not very dark, so I knew it was going to be something different. But I do think it's the same species we caught several minutes earlier. Still really, really cool, really, really beautiful. But let's go ahead, let's get this guy back, and let's keep fishing. We're running out of time here. The ferry back from the mainland is leaving soon. Got him. Alright, so on my way back over that way, I saw a little hole with a little fish in it. Made one drop, and we got what I believe is our fourth one of these guys. These are absolutely beautiful. I don't know, again, what kind these are, but they got all these blue and pink dots all over the body. And this one's a little bit lighter in color, so I think the colors come out better. You can see it better. Just an absolutely gorgeous little fish. Got him. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, so this is now the third country on this 3-country trip that I've caught these guys in. This is that ornate goby or ornate lagoon goby. I'm out here trying to get these shrimp gobies, and I can't believe this is it. I really thought this was going to be one of those shrimp gobies. Oh, there's something. What is it and where is it? Oh. Alright, another one of these Salago things which I don't want. It's actually my first one today, but I've caught this one I think last year. This is going to be the Oriental sand whiting, I think. It has all these like little thingies on it that I guess make it Oriental or whatever. Still not a goby that we're going after, so let's get this guy back somehow. He swallowed the hook. And then the boat's leaving soon. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch anything else, but let's try. Alright guys, so unfortunately that's going to do it. We got to call it because I got to go catch my ferry, and that plane is pretty loud flying by overhead. So that's the day on St. John's and Lazarus Island. I made it to 2 out of the 3 islands that are connected kind of down here. Didn't make it to the 3rd, that was a little bit out of the way. And I believe we got 2 new species, which is not a lot, but then again, I have fished this island pretty heavily in the past, so picking away at new species is going to require some luck and some more effort. But yeah, not an awful day. We did get a really nice variety, well over a dozen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That second plane now is also very loud, but this little tide pool area here produced really well. We got at least 2 different species of frillfin. Still have to ID those for sure. And then we got whatever those like blue and pink spotted gobies were, and those were really beautiful. I think we ended up with 4 or 5 of them, which is really interesting. Would have been cool to catch some other ones. The pink spotted shrimp goby is supposed to be super common over here, and all we got out of this spot was the lagoon goby, or the ornate lagoon goby, and what was that other thing? Oh, the oriental whiting Salago type thing. So I don't know what it is, but that pink spotted shrimp goby just doesn't like me very much. This is another plane, 3 planes in what, a minute? But yeah, so that's gonna do it. Hopefully we can find this pink spotted shrimp goby eventually, and I will see you guys next time.